we have the experimental kit to perform to determine the energy gap of a thermistor. So we will use the same kit which we will use to determine the Fermi energy, but we have a thermistor here. So we are going to find the energy gap of for this given thermistor, maintaining this thermistor at different temperatures, very similar to the Fermi energy experiment. And as you see here, again the milliammeter is standalone, voltmeter is standalone. We have the circuit which we need to complete the circuit. We have all the circuit elements which is separate. We need to bring it and integrate, make it the complete circuit connections. Again, as you see, the lower end here of the source is interconnected, so there is no need of external connection. But here, if you see from A to B, from this point is open, so we need to close this. First you ensure that you lock the circuit, you complete the circuit, and then we will switch on the equipment. So I will lock this, the source to circuit, then milliammeter positive to positive, milliammeter negative to negative, millivoltmeter positive to positive, and again millivoltmeter positive to positive, negative to negative. So again, as usual, as we have done for Fermi energy experiment, keep the circuit ready, switch it on, so you will have you are ready to go for the experiment. Now we will pour the hot water into the beaker. To maintain the thermistor at different temperatures. So we have inserted the thermistor, and then we have connected the thermistor across the respective ports, and then the moment the temperature is at 90 degrees, we will note down the respective current and the voltmeter reading, and again we will allow for 5-degree fall in temperature. For every 5-degree fall in temperature, we will record the respective current and voltage. So now the temperature is about 90 degrees. So we will record the current meter reading as 49.5 milliamps and voltmeter as 83.2. So as the temperature drops, the next temperature reading is somewhere around 85 degrees. Every 5-degree fall in temperature, you need to record the current and voltage. Since it is almost the constant current source, there will be very least variation in your milliammeter readings, but your voltmeter will definitely vary. So we will record, anyway we will record both the readings in your tabular column. So more or less the temperature is now at 85 degrees. So I will note down the respective value of the voltmeter and the current meter. Note it down. So once you note down, then as per your tabular column, we will proceed further with calculations. So you need to calculate resistance, then you need to calculate log of the resistance value, and then we plot a graph of log R versus 1 by T, take the slope and substitute in the respective formula. Okay, so 2.303 into 2 into K into slope divided by E, that is your EG formula to find the energy gap for the given thermistor. So using in that slope, from the graphically determined value of your slope, you will substitute in that formula, and you will evaluate, you will find the energy gap for the given thermistor. Okay. So now you can see again the temperature is fallen further. It's going close to around 80 degrees, and you can see the variation in your voltmeter readings. like that, every 5 degree fall, starting from 90 degree to up to 55 degree, every 5 degree fall, 85 degree, 80, 75, 70, 65, 60 degrees, 55 degrees, until 55 degrees. For every 5 degree fall in temperature for this given thermistor, you will note down the current and the voltage drop across the thermistor, maintaining at different temperatures.